of Hinata Hyuga rejoice, this week's double episode of Naruto Shippuden was a Hinata and Hanabi special. It was both badass and adorable all at the same time. This week's double episode wasn't exactly perfect in my opinion. I think there were way too many flashbacks, and a lot of the animation frankly looked really choppy along with the artwork. But there was one standout scene, which was this sparring match between Hanabi and Hinata, which was set up by Hiyashi, their father, and basically he tells them both to fight to the death, go for the jugular, and this scene is really well animated. The choreography is really swift, intense, and quick, and is definitely something you should check out if you're a big fan of the action in the Naruto anime series. But for the most part, the episode is basically just all about Hanabi's development from a little girl into the ninja she is by the end of the war arc. And there's actually a lot of development. When she starts out in the first half of the special, she's just a cute little girl who's completely enamored by her older sister Hinata. That is until she sees that she's continuously defeated by Neji, and she gets even more freaked out when she sees that Neji has that curse seal on his head, and that's when her entire outlook on the ninja world sort of changes, and she puts it upon herself to be the strongest person of the Hyuga clan. And that's when we learn that she really does have the ninja skills to pay the ninja bills. There's a lot of really great sparring scenes with Hinata, but like I said, there's that one that really stands out that's just fantastic. But for the most part, it's basically just getting to see her change from being a cute little girl to being a little more hardened and confident than Hinata is, and almost sort of confused and befuddled by Hinata's entire development as well. She can't seem to understand why Hinata keeps going forth even though she keeps getting defeated, and yet she still keeps getting stronger at the same time. And of course, they basically just sort of intermix her characterization with sort of the major moments in Naruto history. Like we get to see, like, during the Pain Invasion arc, after Naruto and Pain fought, Hanabi and her father and her caretaker were off on a diplomatic mission, and they arrived at the last minute, like the police in a horror film. But still, I would have liked a little bit more. But really, it's by the end of the episode, she sees that Hinata's been developing new techniques and getting stronger and stronger, thanks to, of course, working with Neji, but also because of her love for Naruto. And she loved this so much that by the end of the special, her personality has changed. But let's face it, guys, the main reason this special exists was to promote the brand new Naruto movie, The Last. And that's because Hanabi is going to be a central character in that movie. And frankly, the marketing makes sense. I think this was a good idea to do this. I just wish the animation and the artwork could look a little better. There are times when they use these flashbacks from the Chunin exam, and I don't know why they don't do this. Maybe it's because it's in the old 4x3 format. But why don't they just reuse the old animation from part 1? Why do they have to go ahead and reanimate it? Because the new animation looks way worse than the old one, and the artwork looks even worse. It's just, it doesn't work. This is an episode that's sort of like a roller coaster of quality. There are times where it looks really good, and then there are times when it just looks kind of okay. But still, I think this was still a pretty good special that's expanding on a character that frankly we just never really get to see all that much. So, what's the rundown on this week's double episode of Naruto Shippuden? It was really good. It was a very cute episode. It's not too often I say that, but it's kind of hard not to say that when you actually see Hanabi as a little girl. She's just so freaking adorable. And then by the end of the episode, she's a freaking badass. I can't wait to see what she's actually going to do in this brand new Naruto movie. Maybe she is going to have her own special technique, because she was very impressed by Hinata's doing the twin lion fist techniques. Maybe she's going to try and come up with her own variant, or maybe something entirely new that we might even see in the film, but that's either here or there. But still, this episode was just okay. It was just way too many flashbacks for my taste. But still, it is cool that we finally do have a little more development and actual character for Hanabi, because she didn't really have one, you know, before. She was basically just always sort of there in the background. And I'm glad that it really focused on her a lot this week. But it looks like we're going to get back to the war in the next episode, so I can't wait till we get to that, because there's still so many more crazy things that are going to go down there. And also, guys, there's also a brand new Naruto movie that is going to be coming out in 2015. I'm going to be making a separate video about that, just talking about what I want to see from that. But stay tuned for that. But this episode right here was just okay. It had its ups, it had its downs, but Hinata fans are definitely going to appreciate it, and fans of the Hyuga clan are really going to love it because they're the stars of this week's episode. So I'm going to give this double episode special a 3 out of 5. It was pretty good, but it did have some flaws in the animation and the artwork, except for that one great sparring scene between Hinata and Hanabi. Definitely check that out if you're a fan of Naruto action. So 3 out of 5, check it out. Pretty decent stuff. Thank you guys for watching my review. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And before you guys leave, please tell me what you thought about the 2 episodes of Naruto Shippuden this week. Did you love them? Did you hate them? Did you like getting to learn a little bit more about Hanabi? Are you even more excited to see the final Naruto movie now? Remember guys, before you leave, make sure and subscribe to our channel if you have not already. You can do that by clicking on the channel icon right up here. You can also follow us on Facebook and on Twitter.